This is Airbag Trail. The last time we rode it, it was back in the fall when Eric Porter visited. The trail starts with a long, low double, which leads into a hard-packed slope. It ends with a giant wooden lip with a bunch of laurels behind it. Beyond those laurels is nothing. So it's probably a good idea to scope things out before you hit this thing at full speed, lest you become a human lawn dart. That's where the inflatable landing comes into play, and where the trail gets its namesake. With the help of this airbag, Eric was able to nail a tail whip on his enduro bike. And I was able to do my very first no-hander. And when we messed up or bailed, it was on a giant marshmallow. That's the best part about the airbag. It's a safe way to try new tricks. But shortly after that session, it got too muddy out to use the airbag, and so we put it away for the winter. Now that it's hot and sunny out, we're bringing the airbag back for the season. But not before we make some big improvements to the trail. When we built Airbag Trail, I estimated it would require a lot of speed. It turns out, that was way too much speed. We were hiking all the way up Berm Peak Express and dropping in off the flight deck just to get enough speed for the setup jump, only to brake check before the lip. So I'm cutting a new entrance to Airbag Trail that eliminates the flight deck altogether. We cut a little path through here and just kind of pump down that and take a couple of cranks and hit the airbag. With this new entrance and our new gator trail, hiking to the start point should take a third the time it used to. That means we can do 3 laps in the time we used to do 1. This is the old route, and this is what we have now. But we're not stopping there. Airbag Trail is for dirt jump bikes, so it's supposed to be smooth. So we're resurfacing it the way it should have been from day 1. We're gonna fill up the gator probably about 4 or 5 times from that trailer and just dump the dirt out on the trail. We'll rake it out. Once it's raked out, we're gonna tamp it and the trail's surfaced. The fill dirt I get from the dirt merchant is different every time. This load has a lot of rocks in it, so we'll need to do some raking to get it smoothed out. The objective is to build the trail up so we can cover the roots and allow for a smoother, more consistent run-up. It's more of a luxury than a necessity, but it does make the approach as distraction-free as possible. It's also a bit of shovel therapy for Alex and I after a pretty rough week. Now to pack that dirt down.
The hard part is done. Now is the really satisfying part. We're going to get the tamp.
Okay, so I had some comments on Instagram. How are you getting the tamp into the gator yourself without breaking your back?
So you don't want me to help? You want to demonstrate this?
Yeah, I'm gonna demonstrate how I get it in.
All right.
So I get it over like that. There are these handles on either side. First thing I do is I sort of get the tamp onto my knees like this.
Ah.
And then
you squat.
I can sort of squat it.
How did you just do it?
And then it's in.
Hey, we should try something.
Yeah?
You should put it back and let me try. What the? How'd you get this on your freaking leg?
Oh, I tilted it forwards first.
I'm just gonna deadlift it. I think I'm gonna hurt my back if I do that. I'm kind of impressed, man.
That thing is heavy.
That ain't light.
Berm Peak now has its very own plate compactor. The Whacker Packer we usually rent is a bit too heavy for me to load into the gator myself, so I bought a smaller, cheaper one that doesn't weigh quite as much. Tamping is satisfying. The work to results ratio is just so high. And now that we have our own tamp, we can build landings, rollers, and berms as fast as we can shovel dirt. I ordered this tamp online from Harbor Freight. And while it gets the job done, I can definitely see why it costs a third what you pay for a Whacker. The throttle switch snapped off the first time I used it. So now you need to loosen the friction screw, turn the remnants of the switch to pull the throttle cable, and then tighten the friction screw to keep the tamp engaged. Today, the fuel switch broke off. We assume from the vibration of the machine itself. I'm sure the choke lever's days are numbered. This brings into question the integrity of the rest of the machine. And so we'll get some replacement parts and keep an eye on it. At least for now, it's effective at tamping, and that's what we got it for. With the trail looking smooth and a more sensible route to the top, Airbag Trail is almost ready to go. But since we're dialing back our speed, I need to adjust the setup jump. The very phrase setup jump should be taken literally. The idea is you place a small, very low consequence jump before a large, high consequence jump to help riders gauge their speed. If you hit the setup jump smoothly, you know your speed is right for the big one. If you case it or overclear it, it's time to abort. In its prior state, this wasn't a setup jump at all. But with these new adjustments, it should set us up perfectly for the airbag. With this new setup jump, the promise of quicker laps, and a smoother surface, Airbag Trail is now twice as good, at least. All we need now is the airbag.
Look how big it is.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Alexander has never seen or used the airbag before, so today we're showing him the ropes.
Yeah, so Kevin taught me this trick. So you just do kind of one of these, up onto the blower, up onto the truck bed, and the freaking thing is in.
That is a lot of plastic.
Yeah, here, just give me a push.
Yeah, I got you.
So put it right up against the back.
Oh wow, okay, it's pretty long actually.
The blower's always running,
Right.
and every single one of these seams, air bleeds through.
Right.
So it
How
ends
long
up
does
being
this thing take?
minute.
Really, that fast?
Yeah, that blower's high output.
Every time they hit it, it looks like they're way over clearing it and landing to the flat, doesn't it? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, watching you guys hit it isn't making me feel good.
No.
No.
It's super chill. It's awesome.
You have so much hang time.
Understandably, Alex was still a little intimidated by the size and shape of the lip. It's not every day you see something like this.
You know the problem with your places is there's nothing to warm up on.
Yeah.
If you don't land it right, you'll be fine. That's the good part about an airbag. After a few test approaches and a fair bit of contemplation, Alex was confident in hitting the airbag jump. And so we gave him some space and let him have at it.
How'd it feel?
It feels so crazy. Oh, but the lip, you're right, feels good. I have to go do it again.
With Airbag Trail back in service for the season, I have a few tricks I want to dial in. Despite learning no-handers last year, I never did any tricks that involved taking my feet off the bike. This time, I did. Oh! 360s are something I was able to do on the much smaller lip at Kevin's house last year. But I've never landed one here at Burn Peak, where you need to go much bigger to make the landing. turns out, these are going to take a lot of work to figure out. Despite the airbag looking like a giant marshmallow, falling on it still takes its toll on your body, especially when you're not 15 years old. So with my body reaching its limits for the day, I decided to work on something else.
So what are you gonna do?
Let me see what I feel like.
Whoa! What are you thinking?
So that was an over-rotate.
Jeez! Oh, dude, are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I thought you were gonna miss it, man. Dude.
I know, I saw on my way down, and I was like, I better get away from my bike.
And with that, it was time to put the airbag away before another very rainy week began. I've been planning on this work to airbag trail for months now, and I'm really glad to finally get it done. I can't stress enough how much quicker we can do laps now, and how much easier it is to dial in speed for the lip. So until mud season returns, we'll be able to set up the airbag in just a few minutes and enjoy Berm Peak's largest jump. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see our next project, make sure to subscribe. And if you want more content from Berm Peak, check out our second channel, Berm Peak Express. Thanks for riding with me today, and I'll see you next time.